Pass just lacking in accuracy. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Looking for the run. And this is face-to-face with the keeper. Big chance! And it's in! And they're back in front!
Well, as options go, that was a superb choice. It's over and in. Job done.
So we have a breakthrough. Now tries a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. He's having a hit! Romario tries to play it through. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And that pass is somewhat less than a... Can he finish? It's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So the lead now is 2.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Ferdinand to Beckham. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Now it's Pelé. He's shifting through the gears here.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
And this is Messi. He's had it taken off him. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Shapes to shoot! It's in! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And he's intervened well there. Thinks one through. Adams. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's lost his man here. Luis Suarez. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! And with that, he takes home the match ball. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
He's through here. He could be... And Messi! Oh, super goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. How smart was that? Such a delicate finish.
The skill and the confidence was just brilliant, and
And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
And now, to all members of the crowd, I'd like to ask you to join me in wishing our birthday boy a very special birthday.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. The action has already started.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic once he comes inside. Anything is possible.
Pirlo deals with that comfortably. Spread out to the left. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Rijkaard. Looking to play him in. Chiesa in acres of space out wide. He's having a shot! Kvaratskhelia short changes him with that pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Albert Ferrer. Nicely spread, engages and forces him off the ball. Rijkaard, played into space. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Azar. Oh, good spread. Back into the middle.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Big chance! They've scored! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
So, a breakthrough already. Plays it through. Bale looking to get on the end of this. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Rijkaard was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Azar.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Searching pass he's played there. And he's there to retrieve it. Albert Ferrer. Passing is crisp and sharp. It's a throw-in. Great vision, and he's picked it up out wide, and he's managed to get free. Chiesa! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Cafu, and this is Beckham.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And this is Luis Suarez. That's been slipped through. Oh, good take and a good... And Messi! And it's in! They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see...
Ah, he's given it away. Albert Ferrer. And he's worked it through. Now it's Rijkaard. Chiesa. And he plays one through. He's beaten the last man. He's had a shot! Azar. Lam. It's a promising position. He's found a way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Nicely intercepted. Lam. And that could set him on his way. Lovely feed, he is such a good mover. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, that's well spotted. And here's Bale. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Now that's well seen too. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Looking for option. Real chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Azar.
There will be
That's been intercepted.
time.
That's a cute ball. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Passing is crisp and sharp. Great ball and tries a shot! He's beaten the kick. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
And if you do have a
So
chance
we reach
today,
the halfway
please take
point.
some time out
Oh,
to
what a
give your
half of
support to our
football.
best
It's
stadium
1-1,
fund.
but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. So once again, we're underway. Albert Ferrer. And it's Azar. And this is Messi. And he cuts out the supply. Azar. Now, what about a counter-attack? Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And the counter is on. And this is Bale. Oh, what a ball! There's the shot! He's scored!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Roberto Carlos gets across to intercept that. Barella. And this is Messi. Aims beyond the defence. Skims one in. Oh, what a mistake! Nice-looking ball. Kvaratskhelia providing an outlet on that flank. Well timed, excellent interception. Tries to play it through. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, good-looking ball. He's through here. And that's put paid to a promising move. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And shifted it to the flank. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Messi. Lewis. Judge, surely! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
On the field, number 4.
Corner number 2 then.
Coming on to replace him is number 15, Baggio.
Luis Suarez! And that's caused a worry or two. Driving forward. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Eto'o. Eto'o! And yes, it's there! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Number 9.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Is number 10.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter. And
Decent chance! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. Swift, incisive, deadly, all done in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, well, the opposition had plenty of warning here, Peter. Look at how quick they were going the other way. Exactly what you need when you're playing on the counter-attack.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking...
And he shoots! It's a goal! They're back within reach! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Number 10, Gabriel Batistuta.
So is this the start of a comeback?
Gabriel Batistuta.
That is good alertness.
Gabriel Batistuta.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Iniesta.
This is the time you need that pace.
And this is Eto'o. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's shifting through the... Chance for a shot! It's a loose ball. Iniesta. Oh, he's got a side of... And a shot! They've scored! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
The goal scorer for Pisa after 75 minutes is number 6, Rijkaard.
So now the difference is 3. Oh, well played, well sorted out. That's been cut out, well played. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Cannavaro threads one in. Roberto Carlos promptly onto that, and that is that. Iniesta.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Cannavaro. Out to the right. Kvaratskhelia picks it up out wide. Pirlo, he's got away. Now, can they get him away? This looks promising. And he's worked it through. Face to face with the... Goes for a shot! It's bounced back off the post. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Son Heung-min. That's a lovely, neat pass. Eto'o. Pickford breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Iniesta, 2 assists to his credit already. Plays a sharp little ball here. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Kvaratskhelia making good progress on the right-hand side. And this is Pirlo. Oh, he's done. He's having a hit! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Number 23. Varela.
Takes a shot!
Coming on the field. Number 2.
Messi.
Belletti. Number 24.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
6 added minutes.
In with the challenge.
Indicated.
Works it forward. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. And it's Rijkaard. Oh, shooting chance! And somehow he's managed to miss it. Nice bit of trickery. He's through here. He's gone for goal. And that's it. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone.
And we'd like
What
to
are your
inform
thoughts
you
on
now
today's
that the
game then,
latest
Jim?
travel
Well, Peter,
information is
I
currently
really
being
couldn't see
displayed on
what
the
this
screen.
team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to...
Oh, shooting chance!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Crosses it in.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Maradona has it out wide and in space. Messi. Well, that pass isn't the best. Roberto Carlos. No luck with that dink over the top. Passes short and sharp. Battling for the right to play in the early stages. Bebeto. And here's Maradona. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Cafu, looking for the run.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Tries to get it clear. Lampard. That looks a good ball through. He's found a way through. Oh, he's got a side of... Can he finish? And he's done it! And there it is, his 10th goal, his first mini milestone. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now it's Luis Suarez, now it's Chiesa. And there's green grass ahead of him. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal, and it had to be.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Driving on and making good progress. Messi gets into a good position. Now the cross, shot a goal! He's scored! They're level in a trice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Goal!
No space, no problem, you just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Antalyaspor grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Bebeto, and he's made sure that's not getting through. And it's Totti. Deep cross. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Luis Suarez. Now it's Lampard. Now it's Messi. Barella promptly onto that, and that is that. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Roberto Carlos. And this is Bebeto. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Messi. He's on it. Can he get away? 15 minutes till half-time. Now it's Bebeto. Maradona. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Chiesa. Now that's well seen too. And this is Luis Suarez. Messi. Not the most accurate pass. Tries to pass it through. He won't be happy with that one. Beckham! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Beckham actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. And he's taking no chances there. Antalyaspor have the chance to go the other way. And he's picked it up out wide. Messi. And the shot!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Beckenbauer demonstrating his defensive quality there. Suarez unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And that was nowhere near his... Oh, he's been caught on it here! He's found the decent chance! He's got a goal! And they've got their lead back! And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Chiesa.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Maradona, and he welcomes it in. Now it's Mbappe, and the shot! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting...
He's had a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game. And it's hoisted clear. Antalyaspor are looking to go forward now. Played into space out wide. But that has not gone well. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Antalyaspor clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one.
It's Luis Suarez! Sticks it away! 2 up now, and they are cruising. That is simply terrific, finished with beautiful deftness. And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running. Oliver Kahn, a huge man with a huge presence and a big, big voice in the game.
And big in intensity too, such a fierce competitor. Put a foot wrong and he'll be sure to let you know about it.
Well, he just commands respect, doesn't he? Respect of everyone, teammate and opponent alike.
Yeah, and he'll be setting the highest of standards out there and he expects them to be met. No rest for that defence.
Conte short changes him with that pass. Threads one in. He's beaten Torres! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
What are you thinking about the goal?
I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
Number 9, Fernando Torres.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Cafu gets across to intercept that. Oh, well measured. He's one-on-one! It's Luis Suarez! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. And this is Beckham. Ruben Diaz with a... And the finish! And it's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
After 10 minutes.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back.
There's the shot! In he goes again! They've scored! And they get themselves in front! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
Liverpool get themselves into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Tries to pass it through. Yamal. And he's there to retrieve it. Mbappe! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Caught offside that time. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Now it's Luis Suarez. Ruben Diaz makes the interception.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but...
Oh, shooting chance! And it's in! Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Tries to play it through. Yamal's cross. A header! Oh, taken with style. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Liverpool take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill...
Decent chance! He's trying to hit the front line here. In he goes again! Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in the...
And a chance! It's in! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So is this the start of a comeback? Ruben Dias.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Ruben Dias cuts it out. That's a shade optimistic. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Yamal showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Nicely weighted ball. Looking for the run. And he's cut it out. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Can he finish? It's a goal! With half-time at hand! Perfect timing! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Suarez really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum is shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Azar. Great vision. Pass is just off target. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Yamal. And that'll be the last act of the first half. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
And we'd like to inform you now that the latest travel information is currently being displayed on the screen.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open. It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Can he get on the end of this? And he's running through. Look at the space here. Big chance! And yes, it's there! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Liverpool go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Played out to the right. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Barella knocks it into space. Luis Suarez is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
It's a pretty loose pass. Azar. And he's well positioned. Chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Number 15, Baggio.
Oh, that's a key interception.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
And it's played in here. Oh, Red, nice interception. Now that looks a decent ball. Can he get it through? Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. That is good alertness. Luis Suarez is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And he was quick to react. Now he's got space here. And it's Azar. Now, can they get him away? Torres unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Chance for a shot! Sticks it away! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Liverpool grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Looking to play him in. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Barella. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Luis Suarez, looking for options for movement. And this is Messi. He's having a shot! He's got a goal! They're back within reach! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Lionel Messi! Substitution on the field. Number 23, Barella. Coming on to replace him is number 24, Toure.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Well, that's cause for mild irritation. He won't be happy with that one. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's in on goal. It's Luis Suarez! Really well taken goal. Just one goal in it now. Game on.
That's just downright fabulous. Both the disguise and the control, and then that gentle scoop.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now it's Messi. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Shot a goal! Now and it's come back out to him. Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Aimed beyond the defence. Palmer. Can he get it through?
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Knocks it out wide. He's a sharp little ball here. Palmer was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Timber knocks it into space. Palmer gets a terrific header. Trustmark comes to the rescue.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Cafu cuts out the pass. And it's Conte. Now, can they get him away? Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Lampard, Timber kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. Akanji gets over and intercepts. And this is Luis Suarez. No way through. Tries to pass it through. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations, and I think with confidence looking a little fragile at the moment, they were playing
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And as you can see, we've already started here. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Cute ball now, how can he reach? And the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Roberto Carlos with the short one. Ball's gone out of play. Caicedo. And it's Salah. Sends it crossfield. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Hazard. Played over towards the opposite flank. Mohamed Salah. Looking to play him in. Goes for a shot! Superb goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Hazard. Caicedo. Out to the right. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Now it's Messi. Del Piero. Del Piero unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Del Piero. Khan sends that a long way. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Throw it.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And he was quick to react. It's been shipped out wide. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, sweet feet. And that could well... Del Piero! He's played it long. That has not gone well. Tries to pass it through. And that's a dangerous ball. And the shot! Really well taken goal. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
There was to be only one outcome.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Del Piero. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And that's been won straight back. Caicedo. And it's Hazard. He's away!
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
And this is Del Piero. Roberto Carlos plays it forward. Messi. And he's forced to go back. And he's chosen to go back. Passing is crisp and sharp. It's a searching pass. And here's Del Piero. Looking tidy in possession here. And back in possession and ready to go again. And the pass is intercepted. Looking for the run. Oh, well played, well played. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Aberdeen clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Just 5 minutes left until the break. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Del Piero. Nicely spread. Del Piero. It's a pretty loose pass. Nicely weighted ball. He's being urged to shoot. Oh, well played. Oh, it's gone in!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, and just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Hazard. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Can he get it through? Great ball if he can get there. There's the whistle for half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time.
The own goal was symptomatic of their first-half performance. They're not at it.
Would the father of a boy in a yellow T-shirt kindly make his way to the information centre?
Here we go again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Shot a goal! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is just the goalkeeper to beat. Chance! Oh, taken with style. Again, we are level. What a contest!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Suarez really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been booked.
Real chance! Marvellous goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Not much doubt about who's going to take this one. That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Luis Suarez. Messi. That's been cut out, well played. Looking for options for movement. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Now it's Messi, and he's picked out the run. No, he's not getting past him there. He's got away. And it's a decent chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product.
He's had a shot! No mistake! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, that's fabulous. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Not the most accurate pass. Caicedo. Out to the left it goes. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that's going right the way across. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Salah crosses. Pedri.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Petit. And that's put paid to a promising move. And here's Del Piero. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Maldini. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And he's straight offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 23, Barella. Coming on to replace him is number 24, Toure.
Aberdeen can now introduce the first of their substitutes. And this is Luis Suarez. He's found a way through. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Messi in acres of space out wide. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the task, Peter, did he?
Field, number 22, Pedri. Coming on the field is number 8,
Maradona.
Beckham.
Now, can they get him away? Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. Climbs up big! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Beckham. Cafu. Threads one in. Right, looks a good ball through. Great shoots! And he hits the net! A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
He's picked his way through.
Aberdeen can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Out for a throw.
Substitution on the field, number 13, Suarez. Number 9.
Pulls out once more.
Frank Lampard. Coming on the field, number 20.
It's a sharp little ball here.
Number 17.
And he's there to clear it.
6
This is Del
minutes has been
Piero.
indicated.
Now it's Pedri. Now it's Del Piero. Now that looks a decent ball. He is through here. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Nicked it back promptly. Beckham. Del Piero. Knocks it into space. And he's picked out the run. Big chance! He's got a goal! Dying minutes, and we're all square again. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So shapes to shoot, and it's come back out to him. The last act of a game, which they chased to the very end. It finishes all square, but boy, they were close to snatching it. What a game, a contest of ferocity and
Security
marvellous
staff
talent
reach
from
below.
start to finish.
Please report to the staff room immediately.
Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
I enjoyed that, Peter. Both teams went about their work in a really committed manner, and for me, it just always held an interest.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.